G'day, welcome to Built by Dan. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today's episode, we take delivery of the GT40. Stay tuned to find out just what it took to get it here into the garage. Now, unfortunately, because of the design of our property, we couldn't just have this crate delivered on a tilt truck, slide it off the back, straight into the garage and start building basically. Because we've got a 2.5 metre high retaining wall at the front of our property and a steep driveway, there's no way known we're going to get a truck or even a trailer up here with a 4 metre long crate on the back of it to be able to position it here in the garage. So the only option, other than to have it delivered out on the street and unpacked piece by piece out on the road, was to have it craned in. And that's exactly what we did. But before we get stuck into that and show you exactly how we got it up into the garage, how about we unbox that little crate that was delivered a couple of weeks ago? Alright, now this package was sent from overseas, so it was international air freight. Unfortunately, it did turn up with some damage to the side of the crate there, so I did photograph that before accepting it from the delivery driver, and hopefully today we can open it up and there is no damage to the actual part inside. I've got a few tools out ready to go, so let's try and get this opened. There you go. Has it got a lot holding that together? It's a nice and easy unpack. Let's go and have a look. So I've cracked the lid off this crate now, and as you can see, the side that's sustained a bit of damage, luckily it's well clear of the contents. What is that contents, you may ask? Well, there it is. It is a brand new Graziano transaxle, and this is the V10 variant out of the Lamborghini, and it's also a factory rear wheel drive. So that's going to save us having to undertake some modifications to the engine and oil pan when we go to install that to our Coyote engine. And now for the part that we've all been waiting for. Let's get this crate craned up and into the garage. So before we place the crate down onto the concrete pavement, I wanted to screw in some casters into the bottom supports so that once it is placed down, we'll be able to roll it into the garage, as we can't obviously physically crane it all the way in. We gave it a good crack, but we didn't quite get it all the way in. We still had to push it that last little bit. It's about 1.4 tonnes this crate. Just as we go to lower the crate down here, Unfortunately, one of the casters gave way on us, so we've lifted the crate back up and removed that caster so that we can still try and push the crate into the garage. At this point, we have another caster collapse on us. And then we lose a third caster. So this one really hurt us, as now we were down to 3 casters only. So we had to try and jack up the corner and place it on some dollies to be able to push it the rest of the way in. As soon as that crate was in the garage, I could not wait. I had to quickly try and get all these screws removed from the lid so that we could open it up and have a look at the car inside. Now, unfortunately, I did get a bit excited getting the lid off this crate, and I forgot to turn the camera on. Nevertheless, it was quite a struggle to remove the lid. It's a very sturdy and solid crate. The reason for that is the manufacturer knew that we had to crane this up, so they wanted to make sure that it was nice and sturdy for that lift. So here it is in all its glory, my dream GT40. Cannot wait to get started on this build. The first step will be to uncrate or deconstruct the crate and unpack all of these parts. I'm going to try and sort them as best as I can onto the shelves in some sort of order that follows, I suppose, a bit of a sensible sort of build sequence, so that I'm not sort of searching for parts all over the garage when I do need them. And hopefully that will somewhat streamline the process. And that brings us to the end of the delivery of the GT40. It was a little bit stressful, but exciting nonetheless. I can't wait to get stuck into unboxing all the parts. So tune into the next episode, and that's exactly what I'll be doing. Deconstructing the crate and starting to unpack all those parts and getting them sorted on the shelf. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get notified when the next video is released, and I look forward to seeing you then.